Well, peeps, I forgot to take my camera in for lunch. We went to the Japanese steakhouse and I ordered hibachi chicken. I got, of course, the soup, the salad with the ginger dressing, and then I ordered the chicken and vegetables with no rice and no noodles. And I asked the guy to go very, very light with any sauces, basically just to use salt, pepper, and a little bit of soy. That's what I had. WeeWee wanted to say good morning this morning. He's feeling much better. He still has his dreams in, but all the areas are looking very, very good. So we go back to the vet tomorrow. But he's been doing really good, out and about and going outside the potty with no problem. Only been whiny just when I'm around. The guys say when I'm not here, he tends to be acting more like his normal self. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Alrighty. I just wanted to show you guys that he was doing okay. I'm still an emotional mess, but he's doing okay. Eating and drinking. He's heading over there to the kitchen now to get something to eat. So he's doing all right. Now, yesterday I had a very busy day. My sister had company coming in from Miami, so we had to drive 2 hours up to the airport to pick him up. She just didn't want to drive up there by herself, and I can understand that. So I gave WeeWee his medicine and left him in care of my husband and went up there, which then, of course, the whole time I'm up there, I'm thinking about WeeWee, and I know he was fine, but I would have just rather been, of course, at home snuggling him. And then on the way back from Columbus, we stopped at a Japanese steakhouse. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call, and I got me a cup of coffee so I can have coffee with Marjorie. This is the Starbucks that she bought me out of my mystery box. Just having it black. Alrighty, where was I? Okay, yeah. On our way back from Columbus, we stopped at a Japanese steakhouse. I did not take in my phone to record anything, or I should say this phone. I had my regular cell phone, but there's not enough memory on it for me to even record anything. So what I did is I Googled images of what I had. So, of course, I had the broth, which in the images that I Googled, it had stuff in it. At this Japanese restaurant, it was basically chicken bouillon broth with one mushroom floating on top. That was it. And then had, of course, the salad with ginger sauce. And then I ordered hibachi chicken with just vegetables. No rice, no noodles. And then I told them to go very light on any sauces, just mainly a little bit of oil, a little bit of soy. And of course, you get to control it's cooked right there in front of you, which I love. So it was very, very good. So the pictures are images that I got off of Google. They represent what I have, and it's pretty close. It looked almost the same, except I had very, minimal flavorings on it, which, salt, pepper, a little bit of soy, that's good enough. It's good enough. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that. My day was just, it wasn't stressful when anything was going on. Just, I would rather have been home, driving 2 hours in the car up. And then I sat in the car waiting while she went into the airport to get him off the plane. I didn't want to park in a parking area and make her walk. So what I did is I dropped her off at baggage claim. She walked up the steps. Right there was the terminal. Waited on him, came back down to baggage claim. She got his bag, and then I picked him up outside the door. And what I did is I looped around, dropped her off, looped around. There's a McDonald's about a mile down the street. I parked at that McDonald's parking lot, sat there for a little over an hour, and then went back and picked him up when she called and said he got his bag. So altogether, it was 6 hours yesterday in the car of me just, my cat's playing. That running was Frankie. So 6 hours in the car, basically, of me just thoughts of WeeWee going through my head and letting my head go where it shouldn't have been. So I spent most of my day yesterday stressed out. So I am up on the scale quite a bit this morning. Now, I don't think really any of it has to do with the Japanese steakhouse, because I was sitting there watching him cook my food, and he cooked it no different than I would have cooked it if I'd done it here at the house. So I honestly think all of this is just stress. Okay, so yesterday was 215.2. Today is 219.2. So I'm up a total of 4 pounds just since yesterday. Up 8.8 since my lowest of 210.4, which I had on the first of the month. Now today is on the calendar, is the day my cycle is supposed to start. I show absolutely no indication that it's going to start anytime within the next few days. I mean, no indication whatsoever. So I really think with my age and keto, between the two of them, I just don't have a clue. I don't think it's anything that I'm going to be able to track anymore or put on a calendar or project, because the last 5 months has been a toss-up. And it's just never started when it was supposed to. Plus, like I said, the 1 month, I skipped it altogether. And that's sort of what it feels like this month. Just like I geared up for it last week, and I had that where I felt like it was going to come, and then all that's just disappeared. Even though I'm up in water retention by quite a bit, 8.8 pounds, I no longer feel PMSy. Yeah, just no indication. So I just feel puffy. A lot of water retention, and I can feel it. And I just think it's all stress related. Alrighty, but I've got a big day again today. Got to drive back to Columbus. I've got meetings for work, so I got to go to our main office up there. So it's going to be, again, almost 2 hours on the road up, and then sitting in meetings all day. So I'm going to try to get up and walk when I can, and try to get a little bit of walking in. And when they break for lunch, I plan on, of course, fasting. I don't want to open my eating window today until probably about 5 o'clock this evening. So during the lunch meetings, when they break, I am just going to walk. So I'll take that time to get some steps in. Well, I am going to go enjoy my cup of coffee with Marjorie here before I have to actually get on the road. It just now turned to 7, so I gotta leave in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get this down, and I will talk to you guys later. Blessings.